So Viviene, what a journey it's been for you, from starting from not really the bottom, but almost, to getting to this position of CEO. What are some of the moments that sort of define the journey for you?
Yes, Timothy, to me it is an amazing story. I remember my first board meeting at Saya as a relatively junior person, which was, by the way, 13 years ago. I prepared to motivate to the board, who consists of quite a few powerful people, CEOs of the short-term insurance industry, companies, and our members. I had a proposal for them and was very, very prepared, very, very nervous, of course, and got quotes from all sorts of people. And after I finished my first proposal, I was told by one of our board members, well, the quote was out of context, and actually it didn't help you to motivate for your project. I must say, in the end, they approved the project, and it's still running today. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you've had your knocks, and you've had to sort of build yourself back up. Were there moments you ever wanted to give up?
Yes and no. One of my mottos in life is you never give up. And you try and you try and you try and again, and I've done that many times before. You have to sometimes go back and do more homework. But no, I have never given up. I have never wanted to give up this job. This is a company where we make differences in people's lives, in the lives, within society, within the economy, etc. And I really believed in it, and that's why I stuck with it.
Now, this boardroom is often filled with some of the most powerful CEOs, directors, MDs in this entire region of the world. And you really sort of hold it down and make sure, what are some of the things that you make sure are a priority for the members as a CEO? What are some of the things you want to make sure is a priority?
Working for the South African Insurance Association, we represent the interests of those companies. So we play that role, but we also play a leadership role in identifying critical issues for the industry within the broader environment in South Africa. And so working very closely on behalf of them with stakeholders such as government and other stakeholders, it's important to bring that message through to our board members. And being powerful people, very well-informed people, they would also bring some of those messages to us so that we can have a broad base of information from which we can start off. Priorities are that we really have to be relevant in the lives of individuals. This is what short-term insurance is for, as well as in the broader environment, and be a responsible citizen. And so I think that is important to me. Communication is important. Buy-in is important. Communication about all the aspects of a situation, which will probably lead into a project, important. And I think building a relationship of trust with your members is a key element for success here at Saya.
Growing, from a sort of a junior person in the business to where you are now, at some point you were responsible for image and reputation. When you look at the image and reputation of yourself, as well as the insurance agents or association, what are some of the things you did early in your career to ensure that you had a strong image?
Yes, I think that is extremely important. A lot of what we do as an association is about relationships, and it is also about trust. So I believe that one builds trust through what you do. So you have to work hard, you have to participate in other stakeholders' projects, interests, committees, etc. So you build a relationship of trust by participating in other stakeholders' interests, and
so
then finding common
back.
ground.
You got in there.
Yes.
Okay.
You have to get your hands dirty. You can't just take people to lunch. It doesn't work. It is not sustainable. It will help you.
So they needed to see you doing things that effectively, and it translated to your value.
Yes, and I think another part of my motto in life is that sometimes you have to be open and honest. So you can't hide things. You can't manipulate people for long if you can't back it up with reality. So sometimes you have to admit We are way behind as an industry on this, but these and these and these are the things that we are going to do. And in that way you build a reputation of somebody that can be trusted and that you can work with. So I think that has really worked well for us.
So if this room is full, some of the most powerful people in the country, if this room is full and we ask them, what are you known for? And what would the majority of the people say you are known for?
Timothy, in the last 18 months or so, our organization has gone through a process of change. What I think I will be known for is someone who has an inclusive approach, someone who is open to criticism, who isn't defensive, who really listens to all sides of the story, and then come up with a proposal to, not to make everybody happy, but to make Sahia again in the minds of our members a truly valuable asset, because we belong to our members, and we really need that. That was an important thing to do. I think I was a journalist in my previous life, and what I have learned during that time is to be objective, and you can only be objective if you listen to everybody's input. So from a Sahia point of view, we have 61 member companies, some of them very small, some of them specialist insurers, some of them multinational companies like Munich Re, reinsurance companies, etc. And then you have your big traditional insurance such as Santam and so on. So there are lots of different interests there, and we need to be relevant to all of them. So I think that would be one of the things that I believe I can be proud of.
Wow, that was Viviene Pearson, CEO of the South African Insurance Association. She gave us some phenomenal tips like stay humble, do not believe the doubters, take responsibility and promote yourself.